Okay, we got a pulse. We're still good after that absolutely fantastic game by the Raptors. I mean, it was a little bit of everything, and it was kind of what we expected, though. From a team with a few new players trying to get them into the rotation, kind of get them into the mix, you expected that kind of first quarter. You're probably wondering, you're not in your same spot. You are correct. It's not like I have a green screen in the back, right? I'm not in the same location. I told you guys in the PJ Tucker video that I wouldn't be, but in the Leaf video tomorrow night and the Raptor video Sunday, we should be all back to normal, good to go. And just wanted to give you guys a heads up once again, all right? So Raptors get the big win, 107-97 over the Boston Celtics. And this was, like I said, a game where you expected this kind of thing. First quarter, you're trying to figure things out, right? Trying to figure out Ibaka. Ibaka's trying to figure out the Raptors, right? And it didn't take too long, but that first quarter was kind of rough, as Boston was plus 11 in that quarter, 29-18. And a lot of people are thinking, oh boy, this is not good. But you really got to think, these are two new guys coming to a contending team at home in a big spot facing a good team. So, you don't get a lot of... You're not facing like the Brooklyn Nets in Game 1. You're right in against the Celtics. And midway through the second quarter, I think this was the turning point. When Carroll fouled Isaiah Thomas, everything got heated. There were texts thrown around and all that kind of craziness got thrown around. And that's where things started to change. And now, it's not just because Isaiah Thomas didn't have a great night offensively, but the Raptors, that kind of bottled them up inside, and they buckled down defensively as they were dynamite the rest of the second quarter and throughout the rest of the game. A lot of that is to credits of PJ Tucker, really the whole team. PJ Tucker, Serge Ibaka, even Corey Joseph on Isaiah Thomas. He was fantastic in that one, all up in his grill, doing a great job. Briefly, quick stats, 49% from the field, so not bad. And Boston only shoots 42%, so not too great, right? The Raptors do hold them pretty good. Boston only shoots 32% from three. Raptors shoot 33%, so kind of even in that sense. However, we only shot 15 threes. Boston shot 38, so a little bit off there, don't you think? Oh, excuse me. Raptors shoot 76% from the free throw line. Boston shoots 86. You could say a few of those are PJ Tucker's couple free throws that he missed in the fourth quarter. Instantly that's over an 80% free throw shooting team, so you're fine. The Raptors did a great job from the line, plus 5 in boards, plus 3 in offensive boards, and that's a big thing. That's where Ibaka is going to be huge. That's where PJ Tucker gives you that extra bit, right? And also 7 steals and 5 blocks as well. So that was a really good game overall by the Raptors. They did a very good job on the defensive end in the 2.5 quarters. It's about right. And if we're going to break down certain people, DeMarre Carroll, he had a couple. He only had 6 points, 4 boards, and an assist. He also had a block, but he only shot 4 shots, right? So I think he did a great job, tonight because he was really good defensively. That's the DeMarre Carroll we like to see. Also, his 6 points were a couple threes that he got. It was only 1 3, but it was a big 3 late in that game, and he did a fantastic job there. Serge Ibaka, big first game as a Raptor. 15 points, 7 boards. He had a steal. He had a block. Should have had about 3 or 4. Got called for fouls. I don't believe that for one bit, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Shot 7 of 12 from the field, 58%, and 1 of 3 from 3 as well. Think of that. 15 points, 7 boards, and the active defense that he brings. And think about Siakam and Poeltl. They've done okay. They've done a fine job as rookies. But if you're comparing them to Serge Ibaka is way up there. He was dynamite tonight. He was fantastic. JV in only 18 minutes. As they were playing Ibaka at the 5 for a little while. He only played 18 minutes, but he had 7 points and 6 boards. I thought he was effective when he needed to be. 3 of 4 shooting. I thought he was okay. Corey Joseph, like I said, not only did he do really well defensively, he got 11 points, 1 board, 6 assists, and 3 steals. He was dynamite. He was active on the defensive end. Again, in that second half, he was huge. He also shot 5 of 12, so not too great, right? But he did a great job. And I love how DeMar DeRozan is like, hey, forget about me, boys. Yes, forget about me, because he throws up a career high, if I'm not mistaken, 43 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists. He was absolutely huge, and it wasn't just that he got a lot of points. He was efficient, shooting 53%, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. He was absolutely massive, right? And he was dialed in. He also got a 3 as well. So that was big for him, right? And every time he takes a 3, I'm like, no. But he knocked one down, and it was a big one, and it was a great thing. Now, let's get to the man of the game, in my opinion. P.J. Tucker. The big trade was Serge Ibaka. That was the big monster trade. But everyone knew what P.J. Tucker was going to bring to this team. An aggressive, nasty defensive end presence. And that's exactly what we saw tonight. He had 9 points, 10 boards, an assist, 3 steals, and, he was just huge. 2 of 5 shooting, 4 of 6 from the line. Like I said, he also got that 1-3 that the Raptors got in that first half. And, I thought he was huge. He was dynamite, right? And it was, especially late in that game, grabbing aggressive boards, just being nasty defensively, stealing the ball from Isaiah Thomas, just being that gritty guy. He was absolutely huge. And you saw him at the end when that buzzer. We knew that the fan base of the Raptors was going to fire this guy up. It helped that he was originally drafted by the club as well, right? So, you look at him, and you looked at when he was. You look at when he was, when the game was over, right? And he was kind of nodding to the crowd like, that's right. That's what we're talking about. That's what we like to see. He was fired up the crowd. My goodness. I'm here getting fired up. I need to go PJ, right? And he's having a fantastic game. He was lights out tonight. Patrick Patterson, good to see him back. He had 11 points, 2 boards, and an assist on 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line as well. He was absolutely amazing, right? And Bebe was not good. He had 11 minutes, no points, 1 rebound, 1 block, didn't shoot it, didn't get a shot. He really wasn't too great. I totally forgot. This kind of blew my mind completely. Kyle Lowry didn't play. That's why we're saying Corey Joseph had a great night. Yeah, he had 36 minutes because Kyle Lowry didn't play. Kyle didn't play, and Corey Joseph did a fine job on the defensive end, and that's what wins you games. Boston, a hung-go offensive team, a very strong offensive team, gets 97 points against you and shoots 42%, and you hold Isaiah Thomas, MVP candidate, right, to 20 points and only shooting, 35%, 6 of 17. Just a great job all around by the Raptors, getting the win. And hey, another positive from tonight. Wizards lose and Hawks lose. Therefore, Raptors have a 1.5 game lead over the Hawks. They're 1 game back of the Wizards and 3 back of Boston. We're right back in it. Let's just keep rolling. Keep the wins coming. Keep the games going. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the game, please hit that like button because I know I enjoyed the game. I'm sure as heck you guys did too. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Comment down below what you guys thought of the game. Give me everything about this game. Give me everything you felt, the emotion. Give me it all. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night, Leafs edition, as the Leafs are taking on the Habs. Another big game. I love meaningful games in this city. It's so intense and so great. Leafs, Habs in Toronto. That's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a later video. It's not going to be directly after the game. It's going to be a little bit later on. Not too late, though. And also, Sunday. All right? It'll be Sunday, Raptors edition again, as they take on the Portland Trailblazers. As Portland comes to Toronto take on the Raptors. It's a 6 o'clock tip-off, so it's not a regular 7:30 tip-off, right? It's a 6 o'clock tip-off. It's going to be a big one. Damian Lillard coming to town. We'll see you guys then.